What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Maxace Meerkat M. Before we take a look, make sure you are subscribed to the channel down below. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Really helps the videos get circulated. So let's start with this thing. This is a new offering from Maxace. They did release the Meerkat several months back, and now they've released the M version, which is going to be in different color G10. They have a semi-contour to them. Typically, I don't do overviews this quickly after an unboxing, but my fiance wants this knife, and she wants it now, so I am doing the overview very quickly from the unboxing point. In my short time with this knife, though, it is extremely well done. We have this beautiful gray DLC harpoon drop point style of blade. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I might have to pick one of these up for myself, just not in the pink. We have a nice cutout for deployment, and the other thing that really sets this off is on the flats and around the cutout, we have a satin finish. So this thing just stands out beautifully, and that harpoon area here really just makes this thing a looker. If that wasn't there, you know, it'd look good, but it'd kind of be like a lot of other knives. But adding that in just really makes this thing stand out, especially with the pink G10 handles. Coming in M390, Maxace does, you know, industry standard when it comes to their M390. I believe they're doing 59 to 60, 61. Wish it was 60 to 62, but you know, if you can get something, you know, around 60, 61, you know, you're in decent shape. So, and these are not bad priced at all. Typically, they come in or start at 120 to 130. Now, that's off of Maxace's website. Probably can get it cheaper off retailers like White Mountain Knives, especially if you use code GBALL10. It gets you 10% off there. And if these are in stock, you can get yourself 10% off of the final price tag, which, you know, would probably take this down around $100. And for the attributes of this knife, titanium clip, contour G10, titanium backspacer, M390 with a beautiful finish, beautiful blade shape, great ergonomics as well. It is on the smaller side, and speaking of that, why don't we give this thing a quick measurement here. So we're looking at about 2 7/8 of cutting edge, 2 7/8 to this tip here, about 3 inches to here, and then we're coming down around 6 7/8. So this is going to be a nice size for like a backup carry. I can get a comfortable 3-finger grip in the standard grip here. If I climb up into this flat area, which I've been doing, I can get a full purchase on this guy, you know, kind of choke up into this area here, and you're right up on that edge. So, and it's not uncomfortable either. It took some getting used to, but you can get right up on that edge, and it's pretty comfortable. And I have no problem being in a 3-finger grip either. I like being able to lock my pinky behind that handle. You know, it makes sure it isn't going to go back into your, you know, back out of your hand if you're getting into something a little more dense. As far as the edge is concerned, it came nice and sharp out of the box. We're going to put that to the test, though, again here in the overview. Why don't we check the weight? Coming in at 3.1, 3.2, which is not bad at all. Ratios, people might get their panties in a bunch, but it's really not that bad. It's about a 3-inch blade, 3.2 on the weight. Not bad at all. Why don't we throw a couple of knives up here for comparison's sake? We have the Demco 20.5 and the Elementum there. Why don't we go ahead and we'll do the Bug Out S90V and carbon fiber. Pretty decent compared to the Elementum there. The Bug Out and the Deca will be a little bit longer, but you can see that the Meerkat is a little bit more substantial. How about one more, and we'll do the Para 3 here, and that'll be a fair comparison right there. We'll throw the PM2 up here just in case we don't want anyone crying. So you can see there the size difference, more of a Para 3 size. That's the Tanto PM2, if anyone's wondering, in S30V. As far as carry profile, it's going to be fairly thick, but in this case, in my opinion, I think that's a good thing. Not a whole lot thicker than the Para 3, but it's pretty substantial. I mean, it feels really good in hand. What would be awesome is an XL version of the Meerkat. G10, micarta, titanium, whatever. But if this was an XL size, oh my gosh. You know, I don't know what, how about like a 3, maybe like 3.5 inch blade. That would be ideal. About a 3.5 inch blade, which would take you back, let's say 7.5 overall or somewhere in that ballpark. That would be amazing. A 4-inch handle and about a 3.5 inch blade. That would be right up my alley, and I love this blade shape, guys. It's just outstanding. The detent is tuned very, very well, especially for that reverse flick. You can just get into that hole nice and deep. It feels really good. You have good access to the liner here, and they chamfer it and they jimp it. They chamfer the show side here, so it's easier to get into. Just a great job by Maxace, and this is kind of in competition with their Black Mirror, which is, renowned for amazing quality, materials, and price. And this is following right there in that. Now, you're getting G10 instead of the titanium that the Black Mirror offers, but this is a newer model. I think once things settle down, this will probably be right around that $100 price point, and you can't really, bat your eyes at M390 contoured G10 and titanium accents for around $100. I would love this in an XL version with micarta and a semi-contour with the titanium accents right around 130, say. That would be amazing. I would be all over that thing. But this is a nice little secondary, and I think it'll make a perfect knife for my fiance. She'll be able to get a full purchase on this thing. Plenty of blade length there to do, anything she would need to do. Still have some semblance of a nice pokey tip there, so it will be able to poke and pierce. We'll go ahead and see what that edge is looking like. Beautiful. I think if I remember correctly, now when I am doing this is the day that the unboxing for this was released. Now, I had the knives for a week before I did the unboxing, and then I had to wait another week or more until I released the unboxing. So I've had this knife for several weeks at this point. As far as utility type cuts and things of that nature, because of the way this is designed, you'll be able to get right up on this thing. right up on the tip. You'll be able to get right up on that edge. This will be decent for utility type cuts. You'll have to be up a little bit, but not any worse than pretty much 80% of drop point blades. Not going to be bad at all. You'll have a lot of control over this blade, over that tip. It'll be very nice for a multitude of things. As far as cardboard cutting or something dense like cardboard, it's going to just be masterful, guys. Very, very, very good. I mean, this is one of the best edges out of the box that I have handled in quite some time. Even the Mamba didn't come quite this sharp. This is very, very sharp. That was all against the grain, a little bit with it here, just like butter. Barely even putting anything on it. Just very, very well done from Maxace. I don't have a ton of experience with Maxace knives, and after, getting the Mamba and the Meerkat, I've handled a couple black mirrors. I definitely want to kind of dabble a little bit more with Maxace. As far as how this looks in pocket, it is going to be pretty much your standard milled clip. Now, they did mount it a little lower, so you will have a little bit more than normal poking out. It's not bad. It really isn't, especially if this is something you plan on using in your day-to-day tasks. You want something you can get a hold of easily and get out of the pocket. Some people just don't like it, and some people love the ability to get it in and out of the pocket. This is kind of a nice mixture of a clean aesthetic with the milled clip, but it gives you that functionality of still being able to get it in and out of pocket easily. So, you got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good as far as pocket clips are concerned. You can't have, the best of everything in a sense. A deep carry titanium or steel rollover clip is very good, for keeping the knife hidden. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, though, where a milled tie clip or a milled clip is going to be a lot more aesthetically pleasing, but you're going to have a little bit more of the knife peeking out of the pocket typically. Now, something like this is going to be great for, a woman. My woman in particular, she'll be able to get this in and out of her pocket or her purse very easily. And that's something I, want her to be able to do, is get this in and out very easily. I think for the money, this is a very solid knife. I'll probably get this back from her at some point just to kind of incorporate it in another video. But this will be going into her hands as soon as this video is done, which it is now. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this guy here or this gal. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. And that'll wrap this one up. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one.